So I thought this Eagles thing was just like, you know, when y'all were trying to keep up with the Niners. I thought that was more like a me and you thing. Like, did I miss something? Like, you know, they haven't played in a while. You know, matter of fact, we didn't even get the rematch in the NFC title game we kept looking toward because the Eagles, you know, shit the bed down the stretch. So I thought it was.
That's a bit much.
I thought it was. That's accurate.
How do we progress there? I thought the phrase was wet. Like how do we get there?
No. Oh, okay.
It's just like
is this another think coming conversation? You say wet the bed?
Yeah.
You prefer wet the bed?
Yeah. Don't drink after, at a certain age, after like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Hey, can I have some water? No, because it's a little too late. And I don't know
I understand.
if you'll be able to
I
handle
understand what wetting the bed means, but no adult says wet the bed. I mean, unless it's like rabbit ears and you want to be
Who does
doing
that?
it for the kids. I get it.
I mean,
who
I got
shits
to
the
derail
bed?
this for a
The
second.
Eagles, the 2023
Okay.
Eagles. That's who shits the bed.
I don't know.
So I'm just trying to figure out why you representing.
I don't know anybody who does that. Okay.
Well, we could have a whole.
Who actually has done that?
Well, yeah, it actually does happen, but that's a delicate subject matter. We probably shouldn't.
That's right.
It does happen. Let's not.
I got you.
Okay.
But
let's not.
This is what you missed, though.
Yeah. What am I missing? I mean, it's nice
this is what
off
you're missing.
season. And the annual off-season Super Bowl
There you
winners,
go.
the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is it. There is a celebration on Broad Street right now. The Eagles have officially, it's over. They won it early. The offseason, as a matter of fact, the official signing period is just minutes away from beginning, but it's over. It doesn't matter who does what. The Eagles are your offseason champions. And that's significant. That's because it's just a step in to mix sports. It's a step in the process for the Philadelphia Eagles to win the offseason. Think about it. They held on to their head coach, Nick Sirianni, but they upgraded at offensive coordinator. Now they have Kellen Moore. They upgraded at defensive coordinator. Now they got Vic Fangio. They have no weaknesses. They added Saquon Barkley. They brought back C.J. Gardner. I mean, like, they did so much. They plucked a defensive end from the New York Jets. Yes, they've had some retirements, but they won the offseason. And so I'm back paying attention to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm back to, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you this. In the offseason, that's all we can pay attention to now. You can only go day by day, Michael. In March, I'm more excited about what the Philadelphia Eagles have done in March than what the San Francisco 49ers have done in March. Right now, Eagles 5, Niners 0. I'm excited.
You know better.
You're excited too.
But you know better. No, you know better. No, listen. Everything you said is fun. Did I hear you say dream team? Did I miss that? Did you say dream team?
No, can't say that.
You didn't?
Can't say that. That's forbidden.
Okay, you didn't? Okay.
That's forbidden.
Right.
That's forbidden phraseology in Philly. That was a
Okay.
that was a John.
Okay.
That was a John that fell apart. That John fell apart.
Okay.
By the way, I'm just like this.
Okay.
I wonder, can I just give you a quick question just to see how sharp you are on your game today? Between Philadelphia and San Francisco, what team won the Super Bowl most recently?
Most recently? Okay. Why are we doing this today?
Which team won?
Why are we doing this today?
Which
why
team won the Super Bowl in the 21st century?
But who beats their chest in March? You know who beats their chest in March? Somebody whose team shit the bed and you couldn't wait to feel. Okay, I mean, I didn't realize it was this serious. Okay, I thought we just did it when the Niners and the Eagles were going at it. I didn't know you would like 365, 24/7 fly Eagles
No,
flies.
man, you know the story.
Did you watch Silver Linings Playbook last night? I mean, okay, like, great. Just binge watching Abbott Elementary, like,
Mike,
I mean,
you know the story. You know the story, and some people don't know the backstory. I bought 2 items of clothing before the Philadelphia-San Francisco game. I thought I was going to wear one of them after the Philadelphia-San Francisco game. I buried that thing because that was a beatdown because the Eagles got buried. That was the Big Dom game. Big Dom. He was a controversial figure at one point in that game. And then that was the only storyline because the Eagles got stopped by San Francisco at the crib. And so I had that. I wore one a little bit later before they got humiliated in the playoffs. And this is the last one. I said, how many other opportunities? I'm either have to give this thing back, or I'll wear it when they have something to celebrate. And what we have to celebrate is winning the offseason. So that's the only opportunity.
Okay,
that's
good.
The only opportunity
all right, good. That's okay, good. All right, I that's better. That's more like it. That's what I expect from one of the sharpest and brightest NFL minds that I know. Because while this, and listen, it doesn't become official until 53 minutes from now at 4 Eastern. The league year hasn't technically started yet, but the legal tampering period, it was so much fun it should be illegal. I mean, it has been an incredible couple of days. It's been fun, great storylines, great fodder, great for predictions, great for fantasy football. It's been fantastic. But you and I both know that the offseason Super Bowl rarely translates into the actual Super Bowl. Now that doesn't mean that I don't like, and we talked about it when it happened, that I don't love the Eagles pilfering Saquon Barkley from the Giants. I love, of course, them, adding Bryce Huff from the Jets. You mentioned bringing back C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, like it's been a solid couple of days for them. Howie Roseman is me if I actually got to be a general manager. That's who he is. Yeah. He's me if I got to be, because it's like he's always got his hands into something, right? But on paper, the Eagles don't bother me. They don't worry me on paper. In fact, if you look at the Eagles down the stretch of last season, they look good on paper. That's what's so confounding about them. It's like, why is this team with all this talent shitting the bed? Coach, and it's because.
Can that be the name of this episode, by the way? Can we put that in there? Can we just as
in
is?
The podcast?
Can that be the name?
Yeah, just the podcast?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can that be the name
the podcast title? It should be. It should be. But no, but the coaching, and it's easy to say, okay, out with the old coordinators, in with the new, that it's just coordinators. I question the temperament of Nick Sirianni.
It's a fair question.
And I think there's a trickle-down effect that comes from that. This team is just way too emotionally unstable for my liking. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And so now both Jason Kelce and Fletcher Cox retire. That's no small thing. That's no small thing. So again, they got all this talent. They're spending this money. They're going for it. They're all in. That's nice. But I need to see them. I need to see them not crack or wilt. That's a clean way of saying it. I need to see them not crack under the pressure. I need to see them not fold, not implode the way that they did down the stretch last year before I celebrate what they've done this offseason. If they'd have run it back as is, if they'd have kept DeAndre Swift, he ran for 1,000 yards last year, if they'd have kept DeAndre Swift, if they'd have run it back as is and done nothing, if they'd have been the Cowboys, who we'll get to in a second, I would have had the Eagles in the mix as a contender, as the favorite, or one of the favorites in the NFC East, at least, right there with the Cowboys, whether they did anything with their personnel or not. It's really more intangible that I'm curious about when it comes to Philadelphia, and that can't be decided in March.
And you're right, it can't be decided in March. It's a fair question about their leadership, about their head coach. Can he get everybody on the same page? Can he get them to reach their potential? Because I already named all of the upgrades. Yeah, he's upgraded his coaching staff as well as he can. That's why the most pressure is not on Jalen Hurts. It's not on Saquon Barkley. It's not on Vic Fangio. The most pressure is on Nick Sirianni. And I'm going to tell you.
Step one is when they replace your coordinators. When they replace both the coordinators, you ain't got no more excuses.
It's even more serious than that. It's more serious than that. Nick, forget about a good start to the season. You better have a good, you know what? Brazil better be popping for you. They going to Brazil, right? Aren't they starting off in Brazil on a Friday night? The Eagles in Brazil? Look,
okay.
If it ain't popping for you in Brazil, I think we go come back, and I know a free agent out there who can replace you, and his name is Bill Belichick, and he's already name-checked Howie Roseman like 3-4 times last year. Talking about Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, and I love their organization. Nick Sirianni, there's a free agent out there who can replace you just like Howie replaces everybody else on the roster. Watch out. You better get up to it. You better start 1-0. Hey, Terry Francona once said about Philadelphia fans when he was managing the Phillies there back in the day. He said, oh, yeah, they're on your side. He said the crowd is very supportive, but you better throw strike one. So if you don't throw strike one, it's on.
You better throw strike one. Yeah, that's
you better
real.
throw
That's
strike
real.
one.
Hey, look, listen, I forget which player it was. It might have been Darius Slay. Was talking about how real that Philadelphia intensity is. It's different. It's different in Philly. And everybody just goes to, oh yeah, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus or whatever. It's like they always go to those cliches, but like
they cheered Michael Irvin stretched out on the field.
It's in the air. It's palpable. And a couple of players recently talked about how it can affect them, how it can affect them mentally and emotionally, having to perform in that pressure cooker. But I'd rather that than any indifferent fans. I don't know many NFL indifferent fans. I don't know, that's an oxymoron, NFL and indifference. But nobody does it like Philly. You're right. They better throw strike one. I like that.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.